Meanwhile, the city is reporting more coronavirus cases on a day when Houston paused for a moment of silence to pray for the lives lost and those battling the condition. Channel 2's Andy Sirota continues our team coverage live from Houston City Hall with more now. Andy?
Lauren, good evening. Tonight, Houston Mayor Sylvester Turner calling for more testing capabilities. Mayor Turner and Dr. David Purse with the Houston Health Department say this testing is critical, and they expect that
All right,
Houston
Andy, we want to interrupt you for a second. We understand that Harris County Judge Lena Hidalgo is speaking. Let's listen in.
No more than that. Folks already should be staying home. If you're an essential worker, of course, please avoid any kind of high water when coming back home or going to work. Watch for flooded roadways. We have the links to flood resources in terms of watching the condition of the roadways at readyharris.org as always. And most importantly is just to continue to monitor the local media at readyharris.org for information as well. We have our social media accounts, so just monitor that to make sure that you've got the latest. But really what this reminds us is we're so focused on coronavirus, but now we're giving an update on the weather, and we have been through so much of this. Just in the time I've been in office, 2 major floods, several chemical fires, now this coronavirus situation, and so we are resilient people. We're prepared. We're used to dealing with crises. We're used to sticking together through crises and coming out even stronger. And that's what we're doing right now with the coronavirus. That's what we've always done. And so I just wanted to say thank you and just brag on the people of this county, this community, who have always been strong together through these difficulties. And Jeff Linder is here to answer questions if anyone has questions related to the weather. All of these weather events, chemical incidents have prepared us to deal with crises, but we're very much in the middle of this coronavirus crisis. You better believe we're working relentlessly every day to make sure that we do everything possible to avoid an even bigger crisis, to get out of this quickly and to limit the effects of coronavirus in our community. Some quick updates on where we are on that fight against coronavirus. As of today, we're announcing 91 new positive cases for Harris County outside the city of Houston, including 1 additional death. So the total across Harris County and the city of Houston, we have over 3,000 new cases, or cases total, and we have 34 fatalities total. We also have now some very initial demographic data on fatalities. We're still working to collect it on cases, and we'll have that out as soon as it's finished. But for right now, we have the data on fatalities. I do want to caution, it's a very limited data set. So it's perhaps not wise to draw conclusions yet, but I want to make sure that everyone has the information, and we'll continue to share the data as time progresses so we can look at overall trends. Of the 19 Harris County fatalities thus far outside the city of Houston, 9 have been white, 4 Hispanic, 3 African American, 1 Asian, and 2 other, which includes Native American and Pacific Islander. Between Harris County and the city of Houston, so all of Harris County, we have 34 fatalities, and there 35%, 35.29 is African American, 35.29 as well white, 20.59 Hispanic, 2.94 Asian, 5.88 other/Pacific Islanders. So that is where we are right now among the 34 deaths that have already occurred and the lives that have already been taken by this virus. As a reminder, it's just a limited number, so we can't quite yet project overall trends, but we'll continue to be looking at this, and we'll add this information for the cases as well as soon as we have it. Seeing this information, particularly the deaths, we have to recognize the unfortunate reality that in many ways the path of least resistance for this virus and for the deaths in particular is our senior community, especially folks who are in senior centers, in nursing homes, our elderly population. Like you, I've watched with deep sadness. First, the nursing home in Seattle that everybody was watching with concern. Of course, closer and closer to our region. Now there is a nursing home in LaPorte that we've all been working to address. They've had over 20 cases amongst a population of around 42 residents. And so our public health department has been there. They've issued control orders to ensure that they're providing all the support they can to limit further spread of the virus, to encourage and ensure that there are adequate practices. Already, as part of our initial order and guidance on COVID-19, we significantly restricted access to nursing homes, to related facilities, but more needs to be done. And so we're continuing to explore what avenues we may be able to take legally, any additional requirements we may be able to impose in terms of screening, PPE use, all of that. So we are looking at that, and to the extent that we can do something more, we will. For now, we will continue to support through our public health department. So ultimately, our primary focus has been protecting human life. It's with every step we take. But we also understand, and I understand, that many people are going through very tough financial times right now, and that this is not just about our local economy, but our global economy as we face this crisis globally. We are working to see first how we can get out of this thing as fast as possible, and that is by staying home, by ensuring that we're keeping our distance and keeping away from contact with folks who don't live in our households, but also trying to see what we can do to protect our economy and protect the people who make this county what it is. Many of our small businesses are suffering, and it's those businesses that are truly at the heart of how we identify as a community. So this past Tuesday at Commissioner's Court, we approved $10 million to support small businesses in Harris County. So many folks are stepping up and supporting individuals already through the recovery fund that was established by the United Way and the Greater Houston Community Foundation. As folks know, folks can donate at readyharris.org as well, and that gets distributed to individuals. We're looking in Harris County what aid we may be able to provide to individual people and other small businesses. For now, we have this $10 million program where small business owners can apply for 0% interest, potentially forgivable loans, and they may apply online also at Ready Harris. So if you are a small business owner who is being impacted by this crisis, this is to help businesses affected by the stay-home order, affected by the coronavirus crisis, and making sure that we have a lifeline. Now, we can't locally step in for what is a global challenge and fix the economy, so to speak, but we are doing everything within our power to add that support and to continue to ask what more we can be doing to support our businesses. The sooner we get through this, though, the sooner we're going to get our economy back on track. And as we've discussed, that time frame depends on how much we abide by the social distancing orders. And so I do want to remember county parks are closed through Easter weekend. They're closing tonight. They'll be closed until Monday morning at 8 in the morning. And we hope that that folks help abide by that. I know it's tough for folks who celebrate Easter, who are celebrating Passover. I know it's just such a time of family, of faith, and to not be able to go through our usual rituals is so difficult, added to everything we're already going through. But this is about getting through this crisis together and as best we can, as we know from Dr. Shaw, who is here to take questions for Dr. Shaw or Jeff Linder.
So as Judge Hidalgo continues her news briefing there in Spanish, we want to remind you that you can continue to monitor this live on our website, click2houston.com.